That version of you that keeps on choosing comfort is ruining your life. Not dramatically in some exciting Hollywood blockbuster type of way, but quietly, bit by bit, day by day. And the worst thing is, when it happens like that, you don't notice it straight away. It looks and it feels harmless. Skipping one session here, delaying that one income generating task here, eating the wrong food here. And then you tell yourself it's not a big deal until those small actions start to compound onto each other. And that stack over time, it eventually becomes your actual identity across body, mind, money. And in a second, I'm going to show you exactly how this version of you is destroying your momentum and ultimately destroying your life, and why you keep on ending back in the same situation that you are right now, which is why you've clicked this video today, because you don't have a discipline problem. You've got a tolerance problem, and let me really break it down, because you tolerate being slightly off, slightly unhappy, slightly lazy, and slightly below your true highest level. And that slightly, it's costing you everything. So I want you to really be honest with me for a second. You wake up some days and you already know that you're not going to show up properly. You're not going to be locked in, and you're not going to be that most powerful version of yourself, and you feel it. But instead of correcting it, you lean into it and just say, oh, this is who I am now. Then you scroll, you delay, you avoid, and then later you sit there thinking at night, why do I feel flat? Why do I feel empty? Why do I feel depressed, some people say? You feel like that because those are the feelings you've earned, because the good feelings have got to be earned too. This is the loop that you're stuck in, and you've been stuck in, and you're going to stay stuck in if you don't change it. You get fed up, try to lock in, have a few good days, and then once you slip with one thing, everything collapses and you end back up in this same position over and over again. I've seen it over and over again. And every time that happens, you start to trust yourself less. And a life with no self-trust is not a life worth living. And that's the part that nobody talks about, not openly anyway. It's not just your body, not just your progress, not just your money, not just your life, it's your self-respect. Because every time you say you're going to do something and don't do it, you chip away at your self-respect bit by bit by bit. It gradually breaks down quietly, slowly fading away in the background until you don't even fully believe yourself anymore. You say you're going to lock in and you don't even believe yourself, let alone what everybody else thinks about you. So I need you to look at your life honestly, because your body isn't where it should be. Your mind isn't as sharp as it could be, and your money isn't moving like it should or like it could. That's not a coincidence. Your life is a sum of your thoughts, habits, and daily actions. And if they're misaligned, you're going to have a misaligned life. And if you're drifting day to day, then you're going to have a life that's drifting. And that's not a life worth living, because I know you've got so much more to give, so much more to do, so much more to be, so much more to have. But you've just settled with this soft version of yourself. You've allowed things to slide. And now sliding and drifting has just become your normal. I know you've got more potential, but you wouldn't be clicking on videos like this and watching this far into the video. You'd have clicked off after the first 10 seconds because you're not stuck, but you are underperforming, and you know it. You wouldn't have clicked on this video if you didn't already know it, because you don't need more motivation or even more information. You need to stop listening to the part of you that wants life on easy mode, because that voice that you hear in here and you feel in here, it will keep you stuck exactly where you are. Safe, comfortable, and completely average. That version of you doesn't just disappear on its own one day and you're going to wake up one day and be locked in and charged up and have momentum. You'll outgrow it once you lock in your daily non-negotiables across body, mind, money, with actions that you won't always feel like doing. That's how it dies. Because I don't feel like waking up and doing my non-negotiables across body, mind, money every day, but I know that's what keeps my life moving forward in a meaningful way. So if you want to know where you're at and where you could be, click the link in the description and do the alignment audit. It'll show you exactly where you are across body, mind, money, and why you keep on ending up in this same old situation that you felt 101 times before. Because right now, you're in a dangerous place because you're not at rock bottom. On paper, you're doing well by other people's standards. It's way worse than that. You're comfortable with staying the same. And that's where you're going to stay stuck for years. That's where so many men get stuck for so many years. Not because they can't change, it's because they don't have to, because they've got comfortable with being uncomfortable. So this is the choice. Keep feeding that version of you that wants to live on easy mode, or start building the version of you that actually earns results. Because both are happening right now. Every decision that you make is a vote. to the person that you want to be or the person that you want to become. The version of you that keeps listening to, it doesn't lead anywhere apart from the same old life. It keeps you exactly where you are, which is okay for the time being, but I know you want more out of life, else you wouldn't be watching videos like this. So click the link in the description and do the alignment audit and see the truth. Then if you're serious about changing, book a one-to-one power hour breakthrough call with me and we'll fix the structure that's been keeping you stuck for so long so you can stop repeating this cycle and build a life that truly moves forward and builds momentum. Message me the word align, go to my social media and drop me a message. I reply to every single message, and I deal with men in situations like yours on a day-to-day basis. I know the patterns, I've seen it over and over again, I've lived it. I used to be in debt, over 20 grand in debt, addicted to drugs, living a life of crime, knowing that I could do more, knowing that I could be more, knowing that I could have more, and that used to eat alive at me. Until I decided I can't keep doing this, and along my journey I've come up with the systems and the routines and the habits that I know work for me, and then I've helped other people implement it into their lives, and I know it works for any man walking on this planet. If he improves across body, mind, money, his life is just going to exponentially improve and keep improving and keep improving, and then once that momentum's going, why would you not keep up doing those actions? Because you're going to feel alive, you're going to feel charged up, you're going to feel ready to take on the world.